Hey guys, Five here. Welcome back to another video. For a while, for another hiring video, basically. Blooms is still around, kind of, but we're unsure on drivers. We have the owner, Troy, David, is general manager, Steph, who are just in the background of the video, and me, human resources. So I'm gonna have both Troy and David talk about Bloom, and we'll get started.
All right.
Hi.
So yes, obviously he's introduced all of us. You probably know of me or you don't. It's cool. So yeah, let's get started. So obviously, as you can see, by the title of the video and by what he just said, that Bloom is hiring. We are accepting full-time and sub drivers at the moment. We run. Bloom has many terminals that are operated in real life, but we only run one that is called Attleboro, and we'll get more into detail with that in a sec. But just to clear up that I am the owner here. David, which is in B5 today, will be he is a general manager. D1 today is Steph. She is the transportation
Supervisor.
I cannot say that. And then 5 is the human resources. If you have any questions, feel free to PM or text any one of these 4 staff members. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so David, you can introduce the buses and everything.
Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna hop out of my bus for a sec. So, hi, I'm David. I know Troy introduced me. So I am the mechanic here. So Bloom has a very numerous amounts of Thomas C2s, which are in front of you. We like to make the buses based off as close as we can get to real life. These do have some custom features that no other company has, such as those speakers on the top and the crossing gate on some of these. We are only running one terminal for daily runs, which is Attleboro. Bus A9 here, that's an example of one of them. These other buses with different letters, those are just for show. They'll be in the pack, but anyways, let's move on to the maintenance process. So, how we do our maintenance here, I will pick sometimes. If you've been on your bus for a very long time, I'll say your bus has to go in for an oil change. I'll give you a sub bus. No problem. You can request a sub bus if you 2 months in, or if your bus, you know what? You ask nicely, sure, I'll give you a sub bus. So we do roleplay accidents. If it's a lag accident, we might disregard it, depending on how it occurs. But we do roleplay accidents here. We do keep track of maintenance in maintenance logs. I think that's it for maintenance.
Can I add on one more thing on that?
Sure.
We do also obey traffic laws, like, for example, following speed limit, etc., all that stuff. We do understand that you have a place to be and a time limit, and I totally understand that because some routes can be a little iffy. And at the moment, currently, we are getting a new updated map, which is pretty much going to be the IRL of Attleboro. It's going to be very, very realistic. And in the future, the routes are going to be a good chunk of time. I mean, it's not going to be crazy long. It's going to be a normal routes day. Normal routes like an hour or an hour and a half tops. But it's just the speed limit. We do want to crack down on that and make it more realistic. Because again, a lot of people in the community like to follow these rules that, like, real drivers do in real life. So we try to make sure everyone's happy at the same time. But other than that, if you're done with explaining that,
Do you want me to explain it?
Going. Oh yeah, sure.
So, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are role-playing this in real life. We're not going to take it to such an extreme extent, but we will play it at a moderate realism. So we're going to tell you things like make sure your hatches are open and your windows are open all the time. Basically, the normal stuff bus drivers would do during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Right.
But we aren't going to really role-play children getting sick on the bus because we don't want to take it to that extent.
Right. There's just a certain level of role plays that we'll manage, we'll say.
So, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, in real life and in Rigs of Rods, we have been split into a cohort schedule. And our route days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We do not have Friday. Fridays will sometimes be an optional trip. And so, currently route times are from 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or Eastern Daylight Time.
No, yeah.
Monday will be Cohort A. Tuesday will be Cohort A. And then Wednesday and Thursday will be Cohort B. And then Monday will be AM routes for Cohort A. Tuesday will be PM routes for Cohort A. Wednesday will be AM routes for Cohort B. And then Thursday will be PM routes for Cohort B.
Yes. And to clarify, if people didn't understand that, because I know that can get a little confusing, pretty much.
And how we...
The cohort...
The way we do...
You go.
The way we do our schools, we start with our high school first, we go to our middle school, and then we go to our elementary school. And I know some of the drivers, based on their location, we do have more than one middle school and elementary school. But it all depends on the route we do. But we all go to the same high school.
Right. And sorry to interrupt you again, but to clarify beforehand, when the cohorts, it's just the cohort is pretty much, it's just literally to split up the students. Monday through Thursday is literally going to be normal days of routes. It's Monday and Wednesday are AMs, and Tuesday and Thursdays are PMs. It's just you'll have certain stops on certain cohort days. So Monday and Tuesday you'll have certain stops, in the Wednesday and Thursday you'll have certain stops. It's just once everything gets settled and stuff, we'll more explain it if once you apply or whoever applies, and if you have any questions, again, we'll answer them for you. But also route times may change in the future, not anytime soon, because again, we are getting a new map and it's going to be a little bit longer. But yeah, but that no one has to worry about that right now, other than us. But yeah, if everyone has nothing else to say, let's get rolling.
We have 5 still.
Oh, well, I don't know if you wanted to. 5, did you want to introduce, or we'll do that on the ride home.
It's the hiring process, Troy.
I know, but I didn't know if you wanted to speak fully.
Hold on. Do you want, if it's okay with me, or with you, fine, I'll talk a bit about all the buses.
Yeah, you can do that.
Go ahead and do that, David.
Okay, so just follow my character. Right here, we have bus A9. This is for Attleboro. This is the terminal we will be doing full-time routes for. As the special crossing gate, which is aftermarket, has the PA speaker on the top, like 99% of our buses. We have the side lettering. We have rear turn signals on some of the newer ones. And then we have LEDs back here. Warning lights are incandescent. And if you hop in the bus, so we do have a custom interior, and you can walk along the floors because we have a submesh. And if you open the E-door, it is on nodes and beams, so other drivers around you can see it. So if we do roleplay the evacuation vent, it's more realistic. So this is based off of as close as we can to get to the real A9 in real life. Same license plate, same numbering. Anyways, let's move to the next bus. We have Step over here in bus D1. Oh, A9 is a 2018, I thought. I forgot to mention that. D1 is a 2015. It's basically almost identical to A9 game-wise, but in the back it does have turn signals with arrows that are incandescent. That's a cool feature we have. I know lots of Massachusetts buses have these in real life. And I think that's it. Oh, D1 also has the older style mirrors, the side mirrors. Let's move to the next bus. We have Troy's bus, BP23, for Bristol Plymouth High School, which is in Taunton. Say 2012. It's a bit faded. Has chrome grille and a bit of chrome in the front. This one has no crossing gate, has incandescence in the back too. And the school bus sign is a bit faded. And then last but not least, we have the bus I'm going to be in today. Bus B5 for Berkeley, 2017. Basically almost identical to A9, except it has a 100th anniversary badge right next to the Thomas logo over here. Because in real life, this is a 100th anniversary edition bus. So that should be it. We do have more than just these buses.
Yes, we do have. We have a.
Where do you get to go first?
We have a lot.
So, where are we going again?
Well, we're just gonna drive to the high school and then talk a little bit more about there, and then we'll head somewhere, and then we'll end it up. And again, if anyone has any questions or like anything, feel free to contact one of us. More than welcome to ask us anything. Also, another cool little feature that will be happening is once the new map is updated and everything, we will be going off of real IRL routes, almost. And so, technically, if you're a full-time or whatever, you can request or ask David politely to get like a custom interior, which pretty much, like on my bus, on A4, it says driver Troy or whatever, or Like, there's like, for the holiday, David put turkeys on it. Like, we do little things like that to make the driver feel a little bit more comfortable, and like, I don't know, it's like a little feature that a lot of drivers liked that David did, and I personally love how he did it. But again, we just do little features like that. So if you do, however, come and apply to become full-time, you definitely, if you get the route, you definitely could request for an interior.
And we do follow speed limits here, so I think bus driver 5 is going the correct speed limit. We don't want to be reckless. We want to, like, it's like, we're in no rush. We won't, we'll make sure you arrive at the school. Just don't rush, take your time. It's safer if you take your time.
And all we do is ask to have fun. And obviously be mature, but to have fun. That's the main rule we have here.
Steph, if you want to say hi, now's your chance.
Hello.
That's
I'm a little
our...
behind, but it's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's alright.
This is a high school. Very interesting. Honestly, I would have to say it's my favorite school out of every single school in Attleboro. And not saying that because I go there, but it's just where they park in the afternoon and how they do everything. It's very neat.
Oh, because I know some of you might, well, most of you probably don't know. Troy goes to Attleboro Public Schools in real life, and they do have Bloom as their transportation provider. I also go to Attleboro, and Steph also goes to Attleboro.
Yeah.
So we do have a very good, accurate description of these buses.
Again, like we said earlier, we try to make them as most realistic as possible for driver specs and bars.
Yeah, for example, if your bus, today, bus A17 had a sub bus, we put you on a sub bus that day if there's routes. I'm gonna go around you, Troy, because you're lagging. And I'm gonna turn my collisions off.
I'm lagging?
Yeah, you're jumping.
No, that's not like
So if you're behind Troy, just turn your collisions on. Oh. I didn't put my cruise control on, correct.
Oh, it's good.
You are so jumpy.
Is it really that bad?
Well, it's like, not like jumping very far, but like jumping every single second. But like by a short distance.
I'll probably restart it after this.
It's not that bad. Where you can't drive back to one.
Yeah, I'll let you go first. Also, fun fact before we get back to a lot and sum things up. Attleboro is a pretty good sized town, and so how a lot of schools do it, or not a lot of schools, but how we do it is there's technically like two parts of Attleboro. People say that live in Attleboro. There's a south, and then there's just Attleboro. And the reason to that is because there's literally, it's a good, from the lot to South Attleboro, it's a good drive. And that's why we have certain times and all that stuff, and that's what I mean by some routes will be longer than others and stuff like that. But
we have more than just two parts, but we're gonna, I'm thinking for routing, once we get the new map, because we're still not 100%, because we don't have the new map, 100% done. So I think we're gonna break it up into groups, and we'll let you depart from lot for AM routes at a certain time.
Yes.
So how close it is.
We are going to time the routes, like all staff and stuff. Once we make them, we're going to time them, and so none of you have to worry about getting to the school late or whatever.
We'll time them, and then we'll add like a few minutes, just in case you're running a bit late at one of the stops.
Right.
So we'll give you some little bit of room.
Also, another fun fact: we do unload and go here at certain times. I know a lot of companies don't do that. But yeah, we have designated times for load and go and etc. I mean, that's self-explanatory. But that sums up really everything. If anyone has anything last minute that they haven't said, feel free to say no. If not, then yeah, I think that sums it up. Again, we do appreciate, if you're even watching this video, we appreciate you watching it and taking the time out of your day to again watch it. And if you apply, awesome, great, we'll look at it. If you're a great candidate, we'll accept you and you'll go through the whole process and everything. But just have faith and apply if you want to.
And the application should be in the description of this video, but that's up to fun.
Other than that, I think that sums it up everything.
So,
all right, well,
if you're looking for a company and you're available for our times, then maybe try Bloom. It's just a bit of like an informative video on our company, but really would be appreciated if you applied here. You're a bit low on drivers, but that's it for me.
All right, well, thank you all for watching this video, and this concludes the hiring video. Take it away, 5.